frequency distribution table. Okay. Then construct the frequency polygon and frequency curve. Construct the frequency polygon and frequency curve. For the data without using the histogram. And here they have mentioned use separate graph sheets. So even though we have to use separate graph sheets only. Ages and number of teachers. (24 to 28). Then 28 to 32. 32 to 36. 36 to 40. 40 to 44. 44 to 48. So 24 to 28, 12 people were there, and 10, 15, 9, 8, 6. So this is the given information. Once observe read the question once again. Ages of 60 teachers in a primary schools of a mandal. In primary schools of a mandal are given in the following frequency distribution table. Ages and a number of teachers for a particular mandal mentioned. Construct the frequency polygon and frequency curve. So frequency polygon and frequency curve both are same method to follow, but if you are using in the same graph paper, we can't able to show properly. For that check, we have to use separate graph sheets. Even though they did not mention, we have to use separate graph papers only for frequency polygon and frequency curve for the data without using the histogram. Yesterday, third problem, by using the histogram, we have constructed the frequency polygon. Now we will construct without using the histogram. Okay. First, we will construct a frequency polygon. After that, a frequency curve. So, two questions are there in this. First one, whatever you are constructing, first thing you have to take the midpoints. Frequency polygon plus 28 by 2, 28 plus 32 by 2, like that we will get. So first of all, construct mid values for each class. So here only I am writing. So in the question only I will mention mid values of each class. They are represented by X. Mid values are also called as class marks. Now how we will get the mid values? X is equal to lower limit plus upper limit by 2. or lower boundary plus upper boundary by 2, because these are exclusive, so both are same. That's why what we'll get 24 plus 28 by 2, that is 52 by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are 4, 12, 2 6 are 12. So 26 is the mid value of first one. Then similarly 28 plus 32 by 2, that is uh, 30 plus 30, 60 by 2. 60 by 2 is nothing but 30. Just observe what will be the class length, class size. 28 minus 24, 4. 32 minus 28, 4. 36 minus 32, 4. So size of the class is 4. Now difference between two mid values also we will get same, like that only, when you are getting equal class size for each class. Now 30 minus 26, 4 we got, means 26 plus 4 is 30. Next class, next mid value, how will you get? 30 plus 4, 34, 38, 34 plus 4, 38, 38 plus 4, 42, 42 plus 4, 46. If you have any doubt to write directly, if you don't know, so then do like this only, do the calculations and note the values enough. Okay, just observe the next class interval, that is 32 plus 36 by 2, so which is equal to 68 by 2. 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. That's what we got. Just observe. Okay. So first thing, we need to take the mid values. This is the first solution. And now we have to construct the frequency polygon. So I am taking frequency polygon without using the histogram. Okay, then separately I'll fill up the table. I'll construct the table again. Ages are class intervals here. So this side we will construct a frequency polygon and frequency curve. Class intervals and number of teachers refers frequency. For this we have to find out mid values. Next, points. Because they have told that without using the histogram we have to construct. For that sake only we are going through the points. So first age group is 24 to 28, 28 to 32, 32 to 36, 36 to 40, 40 to 44, 44 to 48. So 6 class intervals are shown. Now observe the frequency 12, 10, 15, 9, 8, 6. And now just now we have found the mid values for each classes. 24 plus 28 by 2, that we are getting 32 by 2. 32 by 2 is, sorry, 42 by 52 by 2. So we are getting 26. 26 plus 4 is 30, 34, 38, 42, 46. Like this we got the mid values. Just now we did this. And coming to the points, write the x value and y value. X values, x comma y, x coordinate and y coordinates we have to mention. So x coordinates are marks, class intervals we have to take. Class intervals are nothing but here we are using mid values. So here these values represent x coordinates, and frequency we will mention on y axis. So all these frequencies represents y coordinates. So here point 26 comma 12. Next 30 comma 10. Next 34 comma 15. 38, 9, 42, 8, 46, 6. And remember, while we are constructing frequency polygon or frequency curve, preceding class also we must mention with the frequency 0, and succeeding class also we have to take with the frequency 0. So preceding, what we will get here, 20 to 24, because 24 minus 4 is 20. Yes or no? So 20 to 24 we will get as the first previous class, and frequency is 0, then point will be mid value of that thing, that value. See, just mention here. Twenty to 24 is the preceding class. This is not given. We have to find those two. And frequency, with the frequency 0, we need to take that. Now, mid value of this one is 22. So point will be 22, 0. Similarly, last value also we have to take 48 plus 4 is 52. Then here frequency is 0, and mid value of this one is 50. So point is 50, 0. All these are the midpoints. So two more classes we will get. One is preceding class interval and succeeding class interval. We have to take with the frequency 0, and we must find out the point related to that class interval. Now construct the frequency polygon. So whenever you are constructing the frequency polygon, just mark their mid values for each class interval, and before that first choose the appropriate scale. So on the x-axis always we are mentioning class intervals. So scale here I am writing. On x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 class interval, and on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, observe the frequency here, maximum number we are getting 15. So if you are going through each centimeter by 2, each box with 2 centimeters, then that is sufficient to represent. So on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 2 teachers, number of teachers. Okay, so here I am using 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 15 only highest value. So between 14 and 16 we will get the 15. Next point, here we will take the class intervals. So first class interval we have 20 to 24. Means till that we, before that we have so many values. For that sake I am using like this. So first point I am taking as 20, next 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52. Okay, now coming to the denoting the points. First point 22, 0. Without using the histogram we are doing this. So don't draw the histogram. And here we are mentioning number of teachers on y-axis. That is frequency. On the x-axis, class intervals. That means ages. For this question, ages. Okay. Now coming to the first point 22, 0. So 20, between 20 and 24 we will get smaller line. That one, fifth line, somewhat thicker line. That one will be 22. So 22, 0. 0, y value is 0. On the x-axis only y value will become 0. On the y-axis x value will become 0. Always y coordinate is 0 on the x-axis. X coordinate is 0 on the y-axis. So point is A, 22, 0 is this one. Point A. Okay. Next. Second point 26, 12. 26 is in between 24 and 28. Thinner, some are thinner line. Fifth line will get 26, and 12 will be the frequency here. So from on the x-axis, 26 is this one, and 12 is this one. So here you will get that point. Okay. If you have the graph paper, then correctly you will get the measurements. No need to think this much. Okay, directly you will get the points. So here B value is 26, 12. Next, point C is 34, 15. So 34 is in between, sorry, 30, 10 here. 30, 10. This one we will get like this. 30 and here 10. So this point, that is 30, 10, point C. Now next point D is 32, 34, 15. 34 is here, 15 is between 14 and 16. So here we'll get point B, point C. B is 24, 26, 12, and C is 30, 10. Now D, 34 and 15 is this one, between 14 and 16, smaller line, and 34 is between 32 and 36. Here we'll get, so like this. Okay, here we'll get. That point is D, 34, 15. Next, 38, 9. 38 is here and 9 is between 8 and 10. Here we will get 38, 9. This is point E. Next, 42, 8. So here we will get 42, 8. This point is F. Next, 46, 6. So 6 is here, 46, 6. And this point is G, E, F, G. And then 46, 6. Here 46. Sorry. 50, 0. So here we'll get 50, 0. That point is H, 50, 0. Now, by using this scale only, you need to join all these points, okay, with the straight lines AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, FG, GH. This is known as frequency polygon. Remember, whenever you are constructing frequency polygon or frequency curve, first thing you need to take the midpoints. If they are given, use the histogram. So you can construct the histogram, just will indicate the midpoints and will join both histogram and frequency polygon. We will get in single graph. But here they are mentioned in the question, don't use the histogram. For that sake, we have to mention the points. So points, how you are getting mid values and x-axis, and frequency and y-axis we must take. So like that, preceding class with the frequency 0 we have to mention, and succeeding class also we have to mention with the frequency 0. Then join all those points by using scale to get the frequency polygon. Without using the scale, with free hand, that is called as frequency curve. That's all, same thing, but here we are using scale. In that case, in that condition, in case of frequency curve, we should not use scale. So now I did not use scale actually. So this is frequency curve. But if you are using the scale, then we will get frequency polygon. Okay, and construction steps also we have to write. How we will write? First thing, we have founded the mid values of each class interval, and then each points representing to particular class interval, and we have taken preceding class with the frequency 0 and succeeding class with the frequency 0, and we have founded the points, and we have chosen scale, appropriate scale on x-axis and y-axis. Then we located the point according to the given whatever we are finded points. For that, we are joining by using the scale to get the frequency polygon. Without using the scale, if you are joining all the midpoints, then we will get a frequency curve. So same thing we have to represent. So no need to draw once again this one, but this graph we have to draw again for frequency curve. And construction steps also same. Only last point we will get changed. By using the scale, we are joining the points to get the frequency polygon. Without using the scale, with the free hand, just join the points, then you will get the frequency curve. Okay. Once again, observe whenever we are getting frequency polygon and frequency curve, first you have to find out midpoints. Without using histograms, if they have mentioned, then find out the points. Preceding class interval and succeeding class intervals also we have to mention, and locate the points according to the values. First take the scale and draw the x-axis and y-axis, then mention the points, join by using the scale to get the frequency polygon. If you want to get the frequency curve without using the scale, draw by using your hand itself. Okay, and construction steps you only write for this question. Next we will see frequency curve after this. Now coming to the second frequency curve. So in another graph paper, you have to construct this frequency curve. Same thing, same values you have to mention again. So point A is 22, 0 and point B is 26, 12. So here 26, 12. And C is 32, 34, 30, 10. And next D is 34, 15. Again 38, 9. Next F 42, 8. Next 46, 6. And H 50, 0. Same thing, same points we have to write. A, B to C, C to D, D to E, F, G, H. So this is the curve, not straight lines. Curves we will get. Okay, that's all. And steps of construction also same. First thing, what we are constructing. Construct the mid values and points of all the given class intervals, as well as find the previous class and succeeding class of the given class intervals with the frequency zeros. And next, choose the suitable scale, mark the class intervals on x-axis and frequency on y-axis. Okay, choose the suitable scale like this. Then mark the points for the uh, whatever points we got, mark the points on the graph. Okay, then join all those points using the scale to get the frequency polygon. Join all to get the frequency curve. That's all. Okay, now coming to the next problem, construct class intervals and frequencies for the following distribution table. So last problem from this chapter. Construct class intervals and frequencies for the following distribution table. Distribution table. Also draw the Ogive curves for the same. Ogib curves are nothing but cumulative frequencies we have to take. Okay, cumulative frequencies. The graph which is showing cumulative frequencies is known as Ogib curve. Now we understood how we have to construct a frequency curve. When we are taking frequency curves, we are using the points. In case of Ogib curves also, we have to use points. And here, Ogib curves asking means two curves we have to draw. So take two graph papers. For this question also, two types of graphs we have to form for the given data. Before that, first observe the given data. Here they have mentioned marks obtained, means those are class intervals. Next, number of students, frequencies. Less than 5. Less than 10. Less than 15. Less than 20. Less than 25. Like this given. Two, 8, 18, 27, and 35. Okay. Now just observe here. First, construct class intervals and frequencies asking. So here class intervals they did not mention. But less than 5 means less than 5. 5 to 10 we have to take exclusive class intervals. That's why I'm taking. See, 5 is including in these two class intervals, but 5 is considered in the second class interval only, not in the first one. So all these values less than 5 will represent, and all these values less than 10 and less than 15, less than 20, less than 25. So these are the class intervals. Okay, for that the given data. And here number of students. Find frequencies also given, means this is not, these values are not frequencies. They have mentioned LCF or GCF. Just observe. Ascending order they are following 2, 8, 18, 27, 35 like that, means first class onwards started. So it is LCF. They have mentioned LCF. To get the frequencies, what we have to do from first class onwards, go through with this subtraction between two consecutive classes frequencies. So that is first class, that one only will get as LCF, otherwise frequency. And for second class, 8 minus 2, that is 8 minus 2, 6 will get. And for next class, 18 minus 8 is 10. Okay, then 27 minus 18. Okay, so 9. Next, 35 minus 27. Okay, 8. Like this, we will get the frequencies for particular classes. And after that, also draw the Ogib curves for the same. So to draw the Ogib curves, to draw LCF, we need the upper boundaries of that class and frequencies. Okay, less than cumulative frequencies we will take. Upper boundary, comma, LCF to construct cumulative frequency Ogib curve for by using less than cumulative frequency. That one what we will get, upper boundary of the class is 5 and less than cumulative frequency is 2. Next, lower upper boundary is 10, cumulative frequency is 8, 15, 18, 27, sorry, 20 and 27, 25 and 35. So by using this, we will get a Ogib curve by using less than cumulative frequency. To get the upper use greater cumulative frequency. That is, we have to take lower boundary and greater cumulative frequency. to get the Ogee curve using greater than cumulative frequency. First, find out the greater than cumulative frequency. So here 8 will get, next 8 plus 9, 17, 17 plus 10, 27, 27 plus 6, 33, 33 plus 2 is 35. Okay, so this is GCF. Now lower boundary of the class is 0 and 35 is the GCF. Next 5 comma 33. Next 10 comma 27. Next 9 comma 15 comma 9. 15 comma 17. Next 20 comma 8. Like this we'll get. So for this we have to draw separate graph paper, and for this one also separate graph paper to get the two Ogee curves. So everything you have to mention here. In one table only I am mentioning everything. Now observe given marks, those are class intervals. Okay, and number of students. So we are finding directly write down, and that is mentioned in the given value as LCF only, given table as LCF. Now find out the frequency. Okay, and after this greater than cumulative frequency. Now first of all, marks obtained less than 5. So 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. These are the class marks given. Class intervals are mentioned here. LCF of first class given 2, next 8, 18, 27, 35. So now to get the frequency, LCF mentioned. So first class onwards only we have to start that. So 2, 8 minus 2 equal to 6. Next 18 minus these two previous classes difference we have to find. 18 minus 8 which is equal to 10. Now 27 minus 18 equal to 9. Okay, next 35 minus 27 is equal to 8. Now find out the greater than cumulative frequency. So from last class we have to start 8 plus 9, 17. Okay, and this 17 plus 10, 27. Frequency we have to add 27 plus 6, 33, 33 plus 2, 35. Okay, now by using LCF we need to mention upper boundary and LCF of that particular class. So first Ogee curve for less than cumulative frequency. Okay, here we need to use the points. Actually all these two also we have to write in that table only. So here I'll write. This side I'm writing now. Points for upper boundary comma LCF, and points when we are using greater than cumulative frequency, lower boundary comma GCF we have to take. So upper boundary 2, 3, 4, 5. Upper boundary is 5 comma 2 is the point. Then 10 comma 8, 15 comma 18, 20 comma 27, and 25 comma 35. These are the points. To construct LCF we need these points, and then points lower boundary is 0, GCF of particular class is 35. and lower boundary is 5 and 33, 10, 15, 20. And here frequencies we got 27, 17 and 8. Now we founded all the points which we need to construct the ogive curves. By using LCF, I am constructing now. First of all, we have to choose the scale appropriately. So on the x-axis, I am mentioning, so 0 onwards is there, so no need to keep anything here. I am taking upper boundaries 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25 only highest value, 30. And on the y-axis, just observe the frequencies. 35 is the highest value. So each unit 5, 5 only I am taking. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This is on y-axis. Here on y-axis we have taken frequencies, that is number of students. And on the x-axis marks. Okay, scale also we have to mention. Scale what we have used here on x-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 class interval. And on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 5 students. Now construct the LCF. First we have 5 comma 2. 5 comma 2. So 2 is in between here. So here middle values will get 5 comma 2. For suppose here I am taking 5 comma 2. Next 10 comma 8. 10 comma 8. 8 is just below 10. So 10 comma 8. Next 15 comma 18. 15 is this one. 18 is in between 15 and 20. So approximately I am taking 15 comma 18. Next 20 comma 27. 20 is this one. 27 is more than 25. Here somewhere we'll get. Next 25 comma 35. 25 comma 35 here we'll get. So just add all those points. Here with 0 we have to add that with 0 comma 0 frequency. Here A is 5 comma 2 and B is 10 comma 8, C is 15 comma 18, D is 20 comma 27 and E is 25 comma 35. That's it. This is LCF. So ascending order we are getting. Similarly, we have to do for GCF, ogive curve, by using GCF. So here also same scale, only the thing is we will get in different order, that's all. Zero, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 on x-axis, and on the y-axis 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So here number of students, and here we are taking marks. So scale is same, everything is same, but we are using different points to construct a GCF. Now 0 comma 35, 0 comma 35. Here we'll get 0, 0. X-axis value is 0 on y-axis only. X value is 0 on y-axis. So 0 comma 35 is this one. 0 comma 35. Okay. Then 5 comma 33. So 33 is just lesser than 35. 5 comma 33. Here 5 we have. So somewhere B 5 comma 33. Next 10 comma 27. 27 is just below 30. Here I will get 10 comma 27. Next 15 comma 17. 15 is here. 17 is just below 20. Next 20 comma 8. So 8 is in between 5 and 10. So here I'll get 20 comma 8. So like this we'll get. Okay, so just go through here. So this is about OGIV curves by using LCF and DCF. So here in this exercise we have discussed how to construct histograms, frequency polygons using histograms, frequency polygons without using histograms, frequency curves, and OGIV curves. Okay. So tomorrow we will revise all these whatever topics we have covered in this chapter.